Hey everyone, I'm Kris.
And I'm Wyatt Elliott from Notebook Entertainment.
And you're watching Horrorland News. Alright, so we're back after a brief hiatus because I injured my back real bad, and so I was unable to do anything but sit for like 2 weeks.
Yep, but she's on the mend.
Yep.
She's...
Still hurts, but I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
So right now, we'll start with TV Roundup.
No TV and no beer make Homer something.
Alright, so we're going to start with the big news that was just released. Guys, American Horror Story Season 12 has jumped the shark by hiring Kim Kardashian as an actor.
I don't know what to make of this. I really don't.
I'm not happy. So Kim posted to her Instagram account, apparently, I don't follow her, so this is the news I heard. She posted a video with like a teaser trailer saying that she's going to be in season 12 and that the season will be called Delicate.
No, that's weird. They're announcing that so soon.
Yeah.
Usually they make us wait and wait.
Maybe they finally learned. All the fan accounts got so mad at them last year.
Or she didn't know not to wait and spoiled it.
I know because Emma Roberts. Emma Roberts also posted to her Instagram account the exact same video saying Kim and I are going to be delicate or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, so Emma Roberts is returning as well apparently to the series, which whatever, she's been in and out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know about Kim Kardashian. Like, that seems like a real big jump the shark moment for me.
Everything I've seen her in, she's not a great actress.
No.
Like, I know she's done little things here and there, but not.
And if you're like, oh, well, she'll just be, a cameo or whatever. No. A rep for Ryan Murphy confirmed to Variety that she has a starring role and that this role was written specifically for her.
Maybe she's playing herself, and because that's the only thing I've ever really seen her in.
She's not even good at doing that in the clips I've seen of the Kardashian show.
No,
because I don't watch that.
Well, yeah, if you think about it, she's playing a part in that too.
Exactly.
I don't know. Whatever. I guess we'll see.
We'll see. I don't know.
Horror's a good place to start. Your acting career.
I thought she was going to college to be a lawyer to get people off of death row or something.
She's probably over that. I don't know. Yeah, I thought she was too. I remember that.
I don't know how to feel about this, you guys.
Yeah.
It was one thing for Lady Gaga. She was trying to make the jump from singer to actress, and a lot of singer actresses have done that.
That's what I'm
Kaya
saying.
Gerber, she's Cindy Crawford's daughter, and she's a model, but she also models become actresses too. It's this famous for nothing people that are trying to act that I think get on my nerves.
Yeah, well, she's an entrepreneur.
Well,
she's a business owner. She shouldn't be an act. That's like saying Elon Musk in it.
It's cringe every time he shows up in something. It's so cringe. I think the worst was the Rick and Morty cameo.
Yeah.
Where he's like Elon Tusk or whatever. That was horrible. Oh, so horrible, cringe.
Yeah. The thing is just that these millionaires, when they do it, and I'll put her in the same category as Elon Musk and Bill Gates and, even Donald Trump.
Oh.
When they show up on movies, they're not good. They're awkward. They're weird. They just don't do well.
He couldn't even direct Kevin properly in the hotel.
Right. It's dumb. It's so dumb. But, I guess we'll see what happens. It's the 12th season. It's probably coming to an end anyways. It's jumping. I really like 1984. The double feature one was I liked the double feature one a lot. I really liked it.
Or 1989, which, whatever year it was.
It was 84.
It was 84,
yeah.
Yeah, and this last one, still on my DVR. I still haven't even watched NYC, you guys. I honestly haven't, because there was other stuff coming out at the time that it was out, so I just kept piling them on my DVR, and now it's I don't even want to watch
That's when you know a show is on its way out, when it becomes a chore to watch it.
Yeah.
And when you start, I'll watch it later.
Later.
And I know that and you especially, but me sometimes too, we put off watching things because we don't want it to be over.
Right,
or
that's
something
not the case
like that.
here.
I know that's not the case here. I even forgot about it. I was like, did we ever watch that?
Nope. They're still on my DVR.
Yeah, so I know you've kind of been checking out of it little by little after the second season of Stories. So it might be done. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And they probably know it's done too, and they're trying to revigorate it.
Yeah, because I think I also read that I forget her name, but it's a woman who's been a writer on a couple of different of his series, AHS, Crime Story. I think they said she's taking over as showrunner this season, so Ryan Murphy is not even going to be really involved.
Well, he's got how many other shows to deal with? Yeah, no, I get it. I think 12 years is a long time for a show like that.
Yeah, when the original showrunners start, leaving, that's when you can really tell the difference. You can.
Yeah, like, I'd be interested to see, leave us in the comments if you know of a show, if you even pay this close attention, that got better when the original showrunners left. Nope. I can't think of one.
Nope. Gilmore Girls is the most glaring one. Like, you can literally tell in this season which episode Amy Sherman Palladino left.
That's because she's such a unique writer that the minute she leaves, you can't pretend to be her anymore. Right. Nope. You know? And, And I think that from what it's... I know she's... I hear that Ms. Maisels, it's their last season. Yeah. But I think she stayed on through the whole thing. And that's probably why. She's probably ready to move on to other things.
All right, so speaking of moving on to other things, apparently there's a Stranger Things animated series being produced at Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I don't...
Yeah, I mean, fair. Whatever. I mean, cool, right? Milk that shit.
I guess. Variety has reported nearly all details about the show are being kept under wraps, aside from the fact that it was developed by Eric Robles and Flying Bark Productions. So Robles has previously created the animated shows Random Cartoons, Fanboy and Chum Chum, which I've heard of, and Glitch Tex, which I've never heard of.
I've never heard of any of those, honestly.
Maybe
the second one, but... Yeah.
I've heard of something in Chum Chum. So,
but to be fair, there's a lot of that stuff on Cartoon Network that I just don't pay attention.
I'm stuck in like the Phineas and Ferb cartoons and stuff, with Rick and Morty, Family Guy, like the stuff I grew up with. I haven't really checked out any new cartoons.
I'm probably stuck in Animaniacs.
Right, Tiny Toons. I love Tiny Toons.
Hey, at least it's not Looney Tunes I'm stuck in.
Right. The Duffer Brothers will executive produce, and they were quoted as saying, "We've always dreamed of an animated Stranger Things in the vein of Saturday morning cartoons that we grew up loving, and to see this dream realized has been absolutely thrilling. We couldn't be more blown away by what Eric Robles and his team have come up with. The scripts and artwork are incredible, and we can't wait to share more with you."
Cool. I mean, people still talk to this day about the Star Trek animated series when they did that in between the Next Gen and the first one. You know, I don't remember it. It was before my time. But, like, I still, when people talk about the lore and everything, the animated show comes up a lot, so...
Should be part of the lore, absolutely. Same way Clone Wars and all that.
Exactly.
Part of the lore.
Oh, yeah, Star Wars totally embraces it. Totally.
All right, so there weren't any really big trailers or any fun indie trailers or anything out recently. So I know there's a fun one from A24 coming out tomorrow, which is when this will be airing, but we're recording on Monday, so... Right.
So fuck us, I guess.
Yeah. So let's move on to...
A24, you fucked us.
So let's move on to news. So speaking of A24... You're
back in good graces.
We love you, A24, especially because I've got MaXXXIne news, and I'm very excited for MaXXXIne. I loved X and Pearl. Mm-hmm. So they've revealed the cast for MaXXXIne, including Mia Goth, obviously. They also star Elizabeth Debicki, Moses Sumney, Michelle Monaghan, Bobby Cannavale, Cannavale. I'm not sure how you say his last name, actually.
That's right.
Cannavale.
I think so.
Lily Collins, Halsey.
What?
Yeah. Giancarlo Esposito, and Kevin Bacon.
Oh my god.
Those last ones I'm very excited about.
I saw an interview of him once where they were like, you know, why do you always play bad guys? But you're such a nice guy. And he's like, am I? Maybe I'm an asshole.
You don't know me.
Right, you don't know me. He's just so cool. Like, that's going to be awesome.
But maybe he's not a bad guy.
Yeah, he might play the nice guy this time.
Right.
Probably not. He's probably the porn producer.
Yeah, I'm very excited for Bobby Cannavale, Halsey especially.
Halsey's interesting.
Giancarlo and Kevin Bacon, obviously. Like, I'm excited.
But you know what? He got Kid Cudi and X, so why not? Why not? Know?
Yep.
He did a good job. Maybe
Kid
Halsey.
Kid Cudi did a great job.
Right.
So Mia Goth has quoted to Variety as saying, It's the best script of the 3 by far.
Damn.
It's going to be the best movie of the 3. It's the biggest story of the 3 with the highest stakes, and MaXXXIne has gone through so much at this point. So when we find her in this new world, she's just a force to be reckoned with, and she goes through some pretty wild adventures.
Oh, man.
I'm so ready.
Right.
So
yeah, this
ready.
is going to be great. Okay.
They have started production this month, but there's no release date yet.
Okay.
So
probably end of the year then.
They couldn't film 3 at a time. They could only do 2 at a time.
So much.
They just haven't planned for this one.
But at least A24 was like, yep, here we go.
Right, do it.
The third one.
Do it. All right, so moving on, Cocaine Bear will be streaming on Peacock as of April 14th, for those who missed it in theaters.
Which we did. We just got so busy, and then with her health issues and stuff, we just weren't able to go. Nope. So Peacock it is. We're going to check it out. I can't wait.
And if I like it, I'm going to buy it, because it'll also be released on DVD Blu-ray April 18th with a, quote, maximum rampage edition. And it'll be loaded with behind-the-scenes extras, including an alternate ending, deleted scenes, and gag reel.
Probably all the blood they couldn't get past the MPAA, you know, they probably wanted to really, that's awesome. If we like it, we should
more blood, more cocaine, more bears.
Right.
I'm all for it.
More cocaine, more bears. I love it.
All right, so speaking of Peacock, we got an update about the Five Nights at Freddy's movies. A movie, apparently it will be pulling a Halloween and releasing in theaters the same day as it released on Peacock.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about that, because the 2 Halloweens they did do that with, after seeing them, you can understand the judgment
They're
call
not sure
on it. However,
I'm still not sure about those movies.
I
love them because I love Halloween, but I'm not sure about those.
I feel like maybe they're doing this with Five Nights at Freddy's because that they're trying to bring people to Peacock, because I keep hearing that Peacock's numbers aren't that great. I mean, I watch it constantly.
Well, maybe they should release the episodes of The Office faster.
Yeah, they should.
The fan favorites or whatever.
Every 6 months is not.
It's not cutting it.
No, it's not.
I need it for my show. Release them faster.
Release it. Yeah, exactly. I think something needs to change, but we'll see. They also released a still where they showed the back of the costume of the. It looked like the bear.
It looked good. It looked good. So this, again, same day, Peacock and theaters, October 27th. Now, here's my problem with that. That is the exact same day that Saw 10 is releasing, or Saw X, or whatever you want to call it.
Then here's what's going to happen. We're going to watch Saw in theaters, and we're going to go home and watch
Peacock. Yeah, because I'm sorry, guys, like, I grew up with Saw. It is one of my top 3 series for horror. I know that's not a popular opinion, but I don't care, because I love them.
Well, we're invested in Saw.
Exactly,
I'm invested. I've never even played it.
I've never played the game, so I know it's going to be a bigger draw for video game people, but horror people might be drawn more to Saw 10, because, again, that's an existing franchise. We're excited to see where it is now, coming back from a bad Spiral movie.
What movie?
I don't know. That Spiral doesn't exist.
Right.
It's a fever dream. So personally, I'm gonna go see Saw 10 before I would see Five Nights at Freddy's. But I don't understand why they're putting these 2 movies against each other.
Because I believe Jason Blum said it was going to be R-rated. But I could be wrong about that.
There's debate, because I saw... I think it was the Five Nights at Freddy's account on Twitter, but it might have been Jason Blum. Someone tweeted out, whether it's PG-13 or R, the story's still good. It does, you don't have to have an R rating to have a good horror movie. It usually helps, but there are some good PG-13s out there. So.
But that's kind of, I'm wondering, I wonder if that influenced their decision, because they know this is going to aim towards younger audiences, and maybe younger people aren't going, are going to watch it more on streaming, or have the more opportunity to watch it on streaming. I don't know.
Parents aren't watching them as much while they're at home streaming.
Exactly. Somebody somewhere thinks they know better than us and is making this decision, so whatever.
Yeah, I'll take their word for it.
Yeah.
But again, I'm going to go see Saw before I will see Five Nights at Freddy's.
And Saw's not going to move its release date because they come out on Halloween. That's tradition.
That's theirs.
That's
theirs.
Yeah. They called that like a year or 2 ago.
Can't out-Saw Saw.
No.
All right, so let's move on. Star Wars is going horror, at least in the comics.
Okay.
In the comics.
I was like, what?
So it was announced at Star Wars Celebration Europe 2023. There's a new comic coming out called Dark Droids.
Okay.
It'll premiere in August with a limited series, and then it will spin over into crossovers and other one-shots. So it's by writer Charles Soule and artist Luke Ross. And it's about droids, cyborgs, and other beings are corrupted by something called the Scourge, with widespread and devastating results.
Honestly, I hope this is a success and they spawn it into like a Disney Plus series or something.
Like a cartoon or something.
I would like to see live action because I think that this is probably what Star Wars needs. It needs a breath of fresh air. I think they're all realizing this with this last season of Mandalorian.
And it's come so close to horror in the past. Like, obviously, it's sci-fi, but it has come very close to horror in almost every movie.
I think horror could be really cool. Like, I mean... Okay, I'm going to make a little joke here, but it's only kind of sort of a joke. But somebody going around killing some people with a lightsaber, I mean, that could be pretty awesome. Right. Not to mention that, but you talk about Star Wars being horror. I mean, think of some of the creatures and everything, and the droids and the cyborgs. Honestly, I don't think, well, yes, they did. They had Lobot. So there is cyborgs in Star Wars. But you could venture into that technology horror thing with it.
The AI overtaken.
See, I like Star Trek is starting to do comedic, like they have that Lower Deck show and stuff. I think Star Wars needs to take itself less seriously. Exactly. Maybe.
And no genre takes itself less seriously than horror. Well. So let's move on to our final story. This one's a little older, but I've been wanting to talk about it, but I've been out. So Guillermo del Toro is working on his own version of Frankenstein for Netflix.
Yeah.
Casting rumors are saying that Mia Goth, Oscar Isaac, and Andrew Garfield are in talks to star, and that would be an amazing cast for that movie.
That would be really good cast, yeah.
So Del Toro's still working on the script, but Deadline sources are saying that he met with all three stars and all were excited to sign on, but no offers have officially been made yet.
I can see Oscar Isaac as Dr. Frankenstein.
For sure.
Yeah, I can totally see
I could also kind of see Andrew Garfield as the monster.
Yeah, I can too.
Yeah. All right, so that's all we have for news for right now. So let's move on to a very special indie film spotlight.
My advice to young filmmakers, make a movie every week. Make films, no matter what anybody says, and you'll be a filmmaker.
All right, so we're going to talk about a documentary that's still in the making. It's almost done. They've released a teaser trailer for it. It's called George A. Romero's Resident Evil, a documentary.
Yeah, this is a really cool story.
Yep.
For those who don't know, George A. Romero almost, like this close, got to make the first Resident Evil movie. And apparently there was a lot of drama behind the scenes, a lot of, so...
Yeah, so this is basically about what could have been if the Master of Zombies got to tell a Resident Evil story. It goes into his version, because they do have the script. They talk to people in the industry, as well as people who actually knew Romero.
Yep.
It's a very interesting idea.
Yep, and they have Capcom support, so Capcom has been giving them information and everything that they know about it. So yeah, it looks like it's really cool.
The mastermind behind this is a guy named Brandon Salisbury, and we actually got the opportunity to interview him.
You sure did.
So we actually had Alex interview him. You may know Alex from our Things We Hate It show. If you watch that show, you would know she's a huge Romero fan. She knows everything about Romero. Those are her favorite movies. She loves all of his movies.
So we thought it was appropriate.
She needed to be the one to interview him because she would know.
And she didn't have to do as much research as we would have had
exactly.
to do. So.
Like, we like Romero. We know stuff, but we don't know stuff. You know,
not like she did.
Yeah, she's an expert. And so is he. So we're let two experts go at it together. And we, of course, filmed it. So this Friday, check out our channel. Make sure you ring the bell so you get notified.
Yep.
We are going to air the full or mostly, edited for time.
Of course.
Interview, but we're not going to put any words in anybody's mouth or anything.
No, yeah. It's gonna be the
basic editing.
It's going to be the full interview as of any interview is going to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of you may know George A. Romero did direct the Resident Evil 2 commercial, which is a fun fact. Look it up on YouTube. And he goes into that. He talks about everything. It was a really fun conversation to listen to, and I think you guys will enjoy it as well. And we'll leave a link to the trailer and his other links in the description below.
I do that all the time.
See, it's been a couple weeks, guys.
Gotta get back in the
description below, so you guys can not only check out the trailer, which has been blowing up online. It's been shared everywhere.
And they're almost done. He said he's just got a couple more interviews. It's hard to schedule. Some of them are as far out as, August or something, he said, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all he's waiting on, and then he'll have a finished
but please check it out. We're very pleased with it, and we can't wait to talk to him again, hopefully when the movie comes out. So,
yeah, he said he would sit down and talk with us again. It was a really fun conversation. He's a really nice guy.
It really was. So please check that out. You won't regret it.
Nope. So that's all we got today.
Yep. Short show back, but hey, at least we're back. We need to make more news, and the shows will get longer. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to, like we said, subscribe, hit that button so you get all the notifications of our other videos coming out. And I think I've taken up enough of your time, so I'm going to go shut up now.
And I'm going to go talk over here.
All right, bye-bye.
It's fabulous. I love making the movies, and it's great that there's a game which is like a flashback to that genre. And it's, I can feel maybe a little bit like I had some influence on it. Everyone's gonna die. So I feel very flattered.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Romero is a legend. We miss him.
A lot of us weren't fully appreciative of the man that was been assigned to it.
What the hell is this place anyway?
It was only as you got older and you started to explore the movies and then read about his impact and legacy in the games and how the games were themselves inspired by George Romero